Here's a Reekin Havoc power play.
Huntsville got the sweep over Little Brother this past weekend. Friday's battle for Bama night was an 8-0 shutout over Birmingham to claim the Joe Stroud Memorial Yellowhammer. Austin Alger found the net for his 13th time less than a minute into the game, with Ethan Lindsay and Ben Schultheis in on the action. Lindsay slipped another in at 4:50, assisted by Connors, Galloway, and Fries on the power play. Cole Reginato, Dominic Procopio, and Schultheis teamed up for a third goal at 11:13. Josh Kestner got a quick shot to hit the mark 40 seconds into the second period, with Schultheis and Matt Allen lending a hand. A shorthanded goal came at 16:33, courtesy of Frank Trezera, assisted by Galloway. Alger connected for another one at 18:03, with Gio Procopio and Kestner assisting, then completed the hat trick at 19:17, helped out again by Gio and Lindsay. The third period saw Fries scoring his 8th goal of the season, with Alger and Craig McCabe assisting on the power play at 10:57. Brian Wilson got the win, rejecting all 29 of Birmingham's attempts. Alger, Lindsay, and Wilson were the three stars of the game. Huntsville was hit with 50 penalty minutes to the Bulls' 35. The action shifted to Pelham for Saturday's game. The Havoc again opened the scoring, with Trezera, Fries, and Kevin Weaver-Vitale making the first period connection at 2:05. David Novotny's shot at 9:05 found its mark, with Galloway in on the assist. Fries scored another one, 10:18 into the second period, with Galloway and Novotny in tow. Birmingham scored their lone goal on the power play at the 17:06 mark. Dominic Procopio got his first score of the season at 19:36 of the third period on a short-handed empty netter for the 4-1 final. Fries was credited with his 14th assist. Wilson was again the winning goalie, saving 31 of 32 shots. Penalty minutes were way down from the night before for the good guys, with 21 to the home team's 25.
Time now for the Huntsville Havoc Pick of the Pack, a weekly spotlight.
Head coach Stuart Steffen.
Josh Kestner, number 62, played at a high level there, played here at UAH, and then played some games in the American League, ECHL. I went over to Europe over there for a while, played a bunch over there, and then towards the end of our season last year, actually reached out and was interested in playing his last year here in Huntsville, obviously in his hometown, back where it all kind of started, and obviously had some conversations with him this summer, and we were able to work it out, and glad to have him here, and obviously a really good player. Came in, started the year there, doing really well, and then kind of taking on a leadership role too, which I don't know if he's ever really been in too much, but a lot of the guys look up to him, obviously just kind of because where he's played, and I think he's done a great job with it, and I think his game lately has taken off. I think biggest thing is just his whole all-around game, helping us on the PK, helping us defensively, been on the PK, power play, and just been a really solid player for us, really controls the game, has the puck a lot, creates a lot of offense for us too, and he's a great guy in the locker room, always joking around, always in a good mood, which was awesome to have. Keeps the mood nice and light and works hard in practice too, so he's been a really good example for a lot of the guys too, so glad to have him here this year.
The Reekin Havoc podcast will be right back.
If you'd like to find a way to a healthier, more flexible you, look no further than Stretch Zone, practitioner-assisted stretching to help you achieve your wellness goals. The Stretch Zone method will help you gently and gradually increase your active range of motion with an approach tailored specifically to your needs. From basic back stretching exercises to sciatic nerve stretches, give them a try with a free 30-minute session. Stretch Zone, locations in Athens, Madison, Huntsville, Decatur, and Rogersville. Visit them on Facebook or online at stretchzone.com.
One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair.
My name is Joel, and I came to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in December of 1987 to be treated for osteosarcoma, which is bone cancer. We didn't know anything about St. Jude. We didn't know what they meant, or that, when we got here, what we would do, how it would be taken care of. And when we arrived, we found out that my family wasn't going to have to pay for any of my treatment, not for my medicine, not for travel, not for housing, not for food. St. Jude was going to cover all that. St. Jude supported me in every way, from, taking that financial burden off my parents to making sure that all of my family was included in this time. St. Jude literally means everything to me. I get to go home to my family tonight. I get to cook dinner for them. That's what you're giving. You are giving us everything by supporting St. Jude. So thank you so much.
Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
For those returning from military service, the transition back to civilian life isn't always easy. Retired Marine Gunnery Sergeant Bill Cook talks about still serving veterans.
The mission of Still Serving Veterans is to serve and honor veterans and their families by empowering them to build meaningful lives. And we do that through connecting to fulfilling careers, getting the benefits they deserve, or the services that they need. We have never charged anybody anything for our services. A group of business leaders in town felt there was a need to help the seriously wounded make that transition back into civilian life. Employment services, VA benefits, and connections to other community services. That's what we do. If you're a veteran and you need help, please get a hold of us. Go to that website, ssb.org, and you can find out pretty much anything you need to know about still serving veterans.
In Huntsville, call 256-883-7035.
Hi, I'm Matthew Newcomb, and you're listening to the Reekin Havoc podcast.
Craig McCabe has been called up to the ECHL's Tahoe Night Monsters. Right wing Cole Golka was signed back on Monday. The Havoc acquired the rights to him in an earlier 2-for-1 trade with Quad City. Golka comes from Ardrossan, Alberta, and has experience in both the SPHL and ECHL. In addition to the Storm, he's been with the Birmingham Bulls and in the ECHL, the Iowa Heartlanders. Austin Alger continues to lead the team with 29 points, second in the SPHL, made up of 15 goals, also second in the league in his 14 assists, a stat also shared by Connor Fries. Brian Wilson leads the league with his 13 wins. The team sits at number 2 in the SPHL with 38 points, right behind Peoria's 39. This weekend, Huntsville welcomes the defending champion and 5th place Evansville Thunderbolts. Friday features the small dog races. Saturday is Glow Night. All Havoc tickets are digital and can be accessed through a mobile device. Go online to huntsvillehavoc.com and under the Tickets tab, click on Mobile Ticketing. Keep in mind, too, that the VBC is a cashless venue. Concession stands or bars will not accept cash, and Chuck-a-Puck purchase is only available online. Go to the Fan Zone tab at huntsvillehavoc.com and click on Auctions Powered by Dash. Be aware of the VBC's clear bag only policy for Havoc games. This includes no clutch purses, fanny packs, and diaper bags. Exceptions to the policy will be made for all medically necessary items after proper inspection. For more information, plus a list of prohibited items, go to huntsvillehavoc.com and under the Fan Zone tab, click Security. Remember, if you're a season ticket holder, doors will open at 5:30 p.m. and remain open until puck drop. You can enter through the doors in the hallway adjacent to the Havoc front office and VBC box office.
Become a member of Chaos Kids Club today. Download the Kids Club app for your iOS or Android device or online at chaoskidsclub.com.
In June of 2005, our twin girls were delivered, Melissa and Ann Catherine, and they were born 14 weeks early.
Amy and Chris George talk about the Melissa George Neonatal Memorial Fund.
They both weighed less than 2 pounds. Ann Catherine was 115 and Melissa was 1'9". Melissa lived for a couple of hours, but all of the medical technology in the world just could not have saved her, and she passed away while she was in the NICU. Chris realized pretty early that God had given us a platform that we could use to try to help people. So Chris and I started the Melissa George Neonatal Memorial Fund at Huntsville Hospital.
To know that Melissa's name is living on, her legacy continues, and I think that was very important to Amy and I, is why the fund is named after her. Because for 7 weeks, Melissa fought so that Aunt Catherine would have a chance to live. And I think that we wouldn't be doing her name any justice if we didn't carry on, because we know we wanted to honor her and honor her legacy. And the community, Huntsville Havoc, the community in Huntsville itself, they've rallied around that. And it's been a wonderful support system for us. And I think for a lot of families too, when they see total strangers that are giving.
We're online at huntsvillehospitalfoundation.org. Click on the Melissa George Neonatal Memorial Fund and you can give that way.
There's no donation that's too small, and every dollar is just as important as the next one. And if you're giving, then we understand you're giving because you care. And that's what's important, is that we've learned over the years that people give because they care.
And you can volunteer. If you're interested in that, you can click on the volunteer tab to fill out an application. We are grateful for any type of support because we know that once we pull those dollars together, we can do big things.
For more information on the Melissa George Neonatal Memorial Fund, visit HuntsvilleHospitalFoundation.org.
For tickets, official Huntsville Havoc merchandise, and more, go to HuntsvilleHavoc.com. Visit our website at ReekinHavoc.com. Look for us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and Threads. And listen, follow, and subscribe to the Reekin Havoc podcast on your favorite platform to keep up with the only weekly podcast covering the Huntsville Havoc, the Reekin Havoc podcast.